up, dudes and dudettes, fighters, warriors, and Sith Lords? Your favorite source of Star Wars news and home for crazy speculation. This week, I'm going to answer the big question asked by the first season finale of The Mandalorian. What the heck is going to happen in Season 2? And more importantly, now that it has been officially confirmed by Lucasfilm, what role will Rosario Dawson, aka AHSOKA Tano, play in the Mando's mission to return Baby Yoda to his species? Well, I'm going to answer all of that right now. Jingle! Alright, confinement, budget cuts, all that kind of stuff, no jingle. So you know that the fan favorite Ahsoka, who went from Clone Wars to Rebels, and from Rebels to being heard at the end of Rise of Skywalker, is not dead. When Dave Filoni confirmed she wasn't a Force ghost at the end of Episode 9, when he confirmed that in early 2020, we knew the cowboy was up to something. Well, yeah, she's back. I'm pretty positive that WWE superstar Sasha Banks auditioned for Ahsoka's part. Judging by her acting chops when she does promos for WWE, I could see what they went for super talented Rosario Dawson instead. Well, let me explain. Mando will need someone to help him find Baby Yoda's people. And considering that Moff Gideon said about having to find a Jedi, may it be Ezra or Luke Skywalker, either way, both know that the perfect Jedi for the task would be Ahsoka. She was trained by Anakin Skywalker himself, who was instructed by Yoda. So Ahsoka will know exactly how to assist Mando in completing his mission. I believe Season 2 will look like a race against time. Moff Gideon chasing Mando, the Darksaber, a quick cameo from Mark Hamill, and my personal favorite, Ahsoka J. Tano. Can't wait. Disney Plus, here I come. Sign me in. Tell me what I have forgotten. What do you think she'll be up to? Will we see the ghost who's still around at the time of Episode 9? That'd be so cool. Give me Kanan Jarrus, like flashbacks, you know. Jarrus would be played by Keanu Reeves. Yes, perfect casting. Do that and I'll be complete. So what will Ahsoka's contribution be in Season 2? This week, there's something else I wanted to cover. I'm going to answer the big question asked by the first season finale of The Mandalorian. Which Jedi is Mando supposed to find to deliver Baby Yoda? Just to refresh your memory, here's a super quick recap of the episode's final moments. So the mysterious Mandalorian we thought was Boba Fett at the end of Episode 7 serves as the best type of fan service if you're a Dave Filoni fan. Yes, judging by the emblem on his armor, the Mandalorian is actually from Clan Vizsla. In Clone Wars and Rebels, the clan dates back to before the Old Republic and continuing through the Galactic Republic and the Galactic Empire. Before the fall of the Old Republic, around 1,000 years before the original trilogy. There, the first Mandalorian Jedi, Tara Vizsla, created a unique black-bladed lightsaber known as the Darksaber and used this symbol of power to rule on planet Mandalore. The Darksaber was kept under guard after his death inside the Jedi Temple until members of Clan Vizsla stole it back as the Old Republic fell. The blade was used to fight against Jedi, as it is one of the only swords that can go against the lightsaber. After insane events that led to Maul using the Darksaber to fight against Darth Sidious and later on General Grievous, yeah, I warn you, crazy stuff, but cool stuff. The Mandalorian Civil War opposed the war-hungry Death Watch versus the peacemaking movement led by Duchess Satine. Check these episodes out, dudes and dudettes. Trust me, if you get a chance, some of the very best Star Wars content across the board. Better than the films even. Years later, the Darksaber was taken by the rebel Sabine Wren, who learned how to properly wield it under the discipleship or Padawanship rather. Is that a word? Anyway, under Jedi Knight Kanan Jarrus. Sabine then used the symbol of power to free her family and gain their support before ultimately giving the blade to Bo-Katan Kryze, leader of the elite Mandalorian unit, the Night Owls. Now, for the 8 to 9 years that followed, we have no idea of what happened to the Darksaber. All we know is that by the time of Season 2 of The Mandalorian, Luke Skywalker is already a grumpy old fart sipping on Space Cow's blue milk and disconnected from the Force, not wanting to have anything to do with the Jedi. Kanan Jarrus is dead and gone, no Force ghost in sight. No one knows where Ahsoka Tano is. She's no Force ghost though, as it was confirmed by Lucasfilm. Her voice at the end of Rise of Skywalker wasn't apparently coming from a Force ghost. So Ahsoka's situation is complicated. Probably too complicated to assume Mando will have to find her between life and death. They're not going down that route. Is that it? Well, no. Why? Well, because there is another. One who is not grumpy with greasy hair, halfway or completely dead. One who's simply stuck in another dimension. Which for Star Wars is not that big of a deal really. It's like being stuck in an elevator for 5 minutes. So who's that Jedi? Well, you know the name. And his name is Bridger. Ezra Bridger, aka Aladdin. Just kidding. Would be perfect. That's my pick. Great, don't you think? So to cut a long story short, what we know now is that Moff Gideon will be tracking Din Djarin, aka Mando, and Baby Yoda, aka cuter than Baby Groot, throughout the known galaxy to whatever end he has in mind. So while we don't know if the Mandalorian will get to wield the Darksaber and become the rightful heir to Mandalore, we're pretty sure that Gideon will serve as a sort of T-1000 Terminator in Season 2, chasing T-800 and John Connor, Mando and the child throughout the galaxy. Their mission? Find the last Jedi, Ezra Bridger, to hand him Baby Yoda for protection. Of course, Ezra will die somewhere down the line, making Rey the last Jedi indeed, respecting already existing canon. Leaving Ahsoka as the only one left in position to pick up the Skywalker mantle by digging out Luke and Leia's lightsabers from the Lars homestead on Tatooine. I got carried away, sorry. What are your thoughts on this crazy speculation? Who do you think the Jedi will be? Ezra, as I do? Or do you believe it could be Luke or Ahsoka or Force Ghost Qui-Gon Jinn? I don't know. fightin'flix is all about Cobra Kai and other 80s classics. Star Wars is one of them. I dropped another video just now that you can watch by clicking on the link above. It's got the latest round of Cobra Kai news as well as episode 2 of the cartoon series, The Mind Tricking, that will soon enough see our favorite Cobra Kai characters in the weirdest situation you can imagine. Check it out. Every time the concept will be the same. We'll need to get to 10,000 views in order to secure the next cartoon episode. Share it with your friends, your family, and thank you so much for your support, dudes and dudettes. But until next time, live long and strike first. Kirk out.